Well, we're ready to go racing here at Morgan Park for round 4, and one person that's got to be on the top of the world at the moment, race 2 winner at Queensland Raceway last time out, Glenn Allerton. Your first race win for Superbike Advocates on the Ducati. First of all, congratulations, but what a race it was.
Yeah, look, the weekend wasn't going our way after qualifying on Saturday, but my confidence in the bike was high and I knew that we could produce a result. I mean, race 1 was great to come from the back to get 4th and the podium was right there. I just knew that in race 2, if we got a red flag, that I stood a chance of winning the race. And in the end, to get that win was amazing. And yeah, really happy to reward the team for all the efforts. You know, Superbike Advocates Racing is a brand new team, and for us to put together a package like we have in such a short period of time, win a race in our 3rd meeting as a team together is, you know, an achievement that I'm proud of, and I thank everybody within the team and the structure and Lee for putting all this together. So yeah, it's onwards and upwards from here.
I think the funniest thing about that whole race win was you actually predicted it before the race even started. It wasn't as if it was any surprise or you were shocked to get the win.
Yeah.
You actually had an exact plan and it came to fruition absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, look, I think I manifested it. I thought about it so much from Saturday night after qualifying. You know, I had it in my head, how am I going to get to the front? A red flag's going to do it for me. And then I got to thank the team. You know, we were a big part of it was the fact that they were so prepared. So when I got in after the red flag, I think we were the first team to have our bike ready to go. We had the shock in, the forks changed, the wet tyres ready to go. We were ready to go. And mentally, I'd thought about it so much that I was ready to go and attack, and that's why, yeah, on the first lap I knew I needed to get to the front straight away, and then yeah, it was just an awesome payback for the team for all their effort.
And I think the other thing that was interesting was that you could have been on the podium in race 1, but unfortunately that issue in qualifying meant you started from the back of the grid. The first lap in race 1 was absolutely spectacular as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the first lap of race 1, I'd cleared like 7 or 8 guys in one go, that put us in good stead. The second race wasn't actually going as good. I wasn't making as much progression, but when the red flag came, I was close enough that it didn't matter, you know. Starting from the second row was actually an advantage because of that big Queensland sign on the start line. And as you saw, everybody that had to go across it, they had to go over the paint, and they all spun up, and it actually worked in my advantage.
Now, tell us about the team. It's come a fair way since the first round at the championship. You've had, I think, a change of electronics that the team's had to comprehend with as well. Obviously, Queensland Raceway worked out perfectly. Has there been any changes for here at round 4 at Morgan Park, a very different circuit to Queensland Raceway?
Yeah, look, the setup's a lot different. The bike's got to be able to ride all these big bumps that we have here at Morgan Park. We have recently got a whole bunch of new parts. Changing to the Magneti Morelli, we had to actually use a second-hand wiring loom, and that's been the sort of the source of the issues that we've had since we've gone to Morelli. It's nothing to do with the guys working on the bike. It was a second-hand wiring loom, and it had some issues where, you know, there's little cracks and they rub on the frame, and that's what happened on Saturday. It was actually the wiring harness had rubbed through a piece of where the front of the dash bolts onto the bike, and there was a sharp little edge that was earthing out one of the wires, and that was why the bike was stopping. And it wasn't until we went through the whole bike and luckily Tom spotted, you know, he could see a little bit of the harness sticking out, that we got on top of it. Now we've got a new harness, we've got all the new parts that have come through, and we're we just keep growing strength and strength on top.
Well, looks like it could be another weekend where Glenn Allerton is fighting for a chance to take a Superbike race win. At least a podium certainly in contention here for you, Glenn. You're very good around this track. It really suits your stop and shoot sort of style. Best of luck this weekend, and best of luck to also the team.
Thanks, mate.